In a small, busy town, there was a boy named Arav who loved to learn new things. Arav had big dreams, but one thing made him nervous: speaking English. He had grown up speaking his own language and thought English was too hard and only for people in big cities. One day his teacher, Mrs. Kapoor, came into the classroom with a sign that said, "Talking in English is so easy." The students, including Arav, were surprised. Arav raised his hand and asked, "Ma'am, how can you say that? It's so hard to remember all the words and rules." Mrs. Kapoor smiled and said, "Arav, you already know many English words. Don't you say thank you, sorry, and good morning every day?" Arav nodded. "Then you've already started learning. English isn't about being perfect, it's about sharing your ideas. Let me show you how easy it can be." She gave the students a list of simple phrases and asked them to use them in sentences. Arav was shy at first. When it was his turn, he nervously said, I, I like to play cricket." The class clapped and Mrs. Kapoor said, "That's great." Feeling encouraged, Arav started practicing at home. He talked to himself in the mirror using easy sentences like, "Good morning. How are you?" "I am fine. Thank you." Slowly he began to feel more confident. One evening, some tourists came to his town. They looked confused and didn't know where to go. Arav saw them and thought, "Should I try to help them? What if I make a mistake?" But he remembered Mrs. Kapoor's words, "It's okay to make mistakes." So he walked up to them and said, "Hello, can I help you?" The tourists smiled and asked for directions to the market. Arav explained in simple English and pointed the way. They thanked him, and one of them said, "You speak very well." Arav felt proud and couldn't stop smiling. After that day, Arav became more confident. He started reading English books, watching movies with subtitles, and practicing with his friends. Whenever he made a mistake, he laughed and tried again. A few months later, Arav gave a short speech in English at a school event. He said, "I used to think English was hard, but now I know it's easy. All you need is practice and confidence." Everyone clapped and Mrs. Kapoor looked very proud. Arav's efforts inspired his classmates to learn English too. He realized that to learn anything, you just need to take small steps, make mistakes, and keep trying. In the end, Arav showed that with practice and determination, even the hardest things can become easy. This version uses simpler words to make the story easier to follow.